Now, did you know that Indians have become one of the largest group of immigrants, leaving their home country and increasing at an increasingly high rate? More than 18 million Indian people were living outside the country in 2020, and that number now growing at a much higher rate post the pandemic. So much so that the Reserve Bank of India has said that Indian students studying abroad are more than ever before. More than 750,000 Indian students who were reported to be studying in foreign schools in 2018, according to the government data, which means that India now has the second highest number of students learning abroad. We are only behind China. So on FYI today, we try and decode why is that happening? Is this brain drain? Is this disappointment with India's COVID management, or is this something else? Now, we've broken this series into two parts. Today, in part one of the program, we look at the spike of immigration through the lens of students. And tomorrow, in part two, we will look at families looking for citizenship abroad and many NRIs actually wanting to bring their parents abroad permanently as well. That's going to be tomorrow, but on today's program, on why students seem to be wanting to study abroad more and more, and on that, let's get started. We've got for you today 5 reasons why the post-COVID crisis, we are now seeing Indians wanting to choose to study abroad. Let's begin by reason number 1. Most commonly talked about these days is better living and healthcare infrastructure. That is emerging as a key reason. And this is a post-COVID phenomena, of course. The second wave led many to question the healthcare infrastructure in the country. Lack of facilities, healthcare and otherwise have people also made people understand that maybe life abroad would be better. Reason number 2, the ease in visa and travel restriction. And this is key. This is something that had come at a time, not because of the pandemic, but even earlier. Countries like UK, Canada have eased out several restrictions, making it easier for students to pursue a career abroad. Reason number 3 is actually related. And this is not just ease in getting visa, but looking at policies which are more student-friendly now. Reason number 4, and this is a number since is actually 2021. The numbers that we are seeing of students traveling abroad is cumulative because in 2020, remember, many students decided not to apply abroad and pay for an expensive education, which they were forced to do online and being in India anyways. So those pent-up students who perhaps took a gap year or were doing something else in that 1 year, they have also applied this year. And then there is reason number 5, which is simply the demographics. Experts now believe that upper middle class professionals, these are people who migrated to the metros in about the last decade or so and have made major corporate growth. Their kids are now college ready and they want the best for their child and are pushing for education abroad. Alright, so those are the 5 reasons that are broadly being talked about. Having understood that, let's look at some post-pandemic trends that are emerging. And this is a survey that was done by Leverage Edu. They believe in their survey, then they spoke with students, that about 94% more Indian students are keen to study abroad in 2021 compared to 2020. 75% students chose UK as their preferred study destination. 28% students changed their destination choice to UK. So earlier they wanted to go somewhere else, but now shifting focus to United Kingdom. Canada saw 13% takers and US 9%. Now, this is a major shift, remember, because in 2018, we looked at data from that as well. And what we figured there was that earlier, about 1 in 3 students traveling abroad would go to the United States. And that trend is now shifting towards countries like Australia, like Canada, and mostly UK. But now that we've understood destinations, let's look at courses, which are the top choices over there. Management business courses, 35% takers over there. Engineering, 18%. Data science and analytics, that has seen an uptick at 9%, one of the top 3 why people are going abroad and the careers that they want to pursue in those fields. Let's look at now next some country-specific data, and we'll start with the United States. Now, in June 2021, nearly 1.6 lakh Indian students were studying in the United States. And of these, nearly 70% preferred to pursue a master's level degree in the United States. But bachelor's level program as well, they are now seeing a significant increase in demand. In fact, in 2021, the number of Indian students in undergraduate programs increased by 30%. And this is in the data earlier available from 2016 or so. So 30% increase in undergrad courses in United States. Let's look at UK next, where new data from UK, and these are government sources there, reveal that 30% increase in the number of undergraduate applications from Indian students who want to study in British universities. Indian students have submitted 9,930 applications so far this year, and we still have 4 months to go, remember, compared to last year when there were about 7,640 applications. The rise is credited to UK's new graduate path, or their immigration policy now, which now allows international students to work in UK for 2 to 3 years after completing their degree as well. Of course, it depends on the nature of program they pick up. This is enough time to make future plans, get a job maybe. In fact, UK and India have come together to sign a migration and mobility partnership, which makes UK far more welcoming to Indian students. The other spike this year has been seen in students wanting to go to Canada. The spike has been seen in their applications as well. And according to official figures shared by the Canadian High Commission in Delhi, they said that Canada saw for the first 4 months of 2021, nearly 1 lakh student permits being issued to students in India. This is up from about 66,000 in the first 4 months of 2020 and 6,000 in the first month of 2019. Now, that should give you a good sense of where students want to go, what is the demand looking like, and some courses they're looking like at as well.